Lamplight Audiobooks presents The Mothers of Lovely Lane by Nadine Dorries. Narrated by Georgia Maguire. Chapter 1. July 1954. It was 3 weeks since the day of the accident that had rocked St Angelus and everyone who worked there to the core. Teddy Davenport, the most popular junior doctor at the hospital, boyfriend and true love of one of the most popular student nurses, Dana Brogan, had almost lost his life in a car accident. He'd been racing down to the pierhead to collect Dana, who had just returned from a visit back to her family farm in the west of Ireland. From absolutely nowhere and without a second's warning, a young pregnant woman had stepped straight out into the path of his speeding car. Dana, sitting on her suitcase nearby as she waited for Teddy to arrive, had witnessed the whole thing. In the days since the accident, Teddy had spent many hours in surgery, with patients and staff alike holding their collective breath, willing him to survive. He almost died a number of times. What saved his life was a resuscitation technique that had been newly discovered in America and was being pioneered at St Angelus by Dr. Anthony McIntosh. Every time Teddy almost succumbed to the shock of his injuries, Dr. McIntosh brought him back, only for Teddy to leave them again within minutes. It was down to Dr. McIntosh and the heroic efforts of the orthopaedic surgeon, Mr. Mabbott, that Teddy eventually pulled through, and everyone knew it. Through these darkest of days, Dana was supported by her closest friends and housemates from the Lovely Lane Nurses' Home, Pammy Tanner, Victoria Baker, and little Beth Harper. With Teddy now beginning his long recuperation on the male orthopaedic ward, she was beside him for as much time as she could manage. After 9 hours on her ward shift, she routinely spent a further 4 hours at Teddy's bedside, with the permission of matron, nursing him through the worst. The accident and Teddy's near death had stunned everyone who worked with him or knew him. It even made the front page of the Liverpool Echo. There wasn't a nurse, porter, or domestic at St Angelus who did not see the day of Teddy's accident as a turning point in the life of the hospital. It was like a catalyst that forced everyone to accept that it was now time to embrace the post-war world and the new NHS and all it brought with it.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?